Hi Bafet, I'm back with another video. The story goes, Cele, Mashaba and Phalatse could have saved South Africa from Shadrack Sibiya fiasco, says official. And the story is written by Jonisane Mahom. KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lieutenant General Mkhwana has questioned the appointment of Lieutenant General Shadrack Sibiya as Deputy National Commissioner of South African Police Service, warning that the decision ignored serious red flags raised years earlier. They didn't do a background check. Joburg official Melus Mlandu, executive director in the office of the city manager, insists South Africa would have been saved if police minister Cele and former Joburg mayor Mashaba and Phalatse had acted on warnings about Sibiya's allegedly misconduct. Mlandu revealed that in June 2022 he wrote directly to Cele cautioning against Sibiya's appointment but never received a response. I never heard anything from the minister, he said. Or maybe they knew when they wanted him. Actually, these people want people who are tainted. They don't want clean people because they can't control them. They want people who have previous offenses or who have skeletons. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. They have skeletons in their closet so that they could be able to control them and blackmail them. He ignored it. They were about to appoint somebody who was operating fraudulently in the city of Johannesburg for 5 years, said Mlandu. The warning followed concerns raised by the city about irregular expenditure and questionable procurements during Sibiya's tenure as head of Johannesburg Group Forensic Investigative Services. GFIS had acquired specialized surveillance and investigative equipment worth millions of rands, some allegedly procured without following supply chain processes, and other purchases were never properly accounted for. Excuse me. Despite those red flags, Sibiya was elevated to the Deputy National Commissioner for Crime Prevention. Speaking to NCA in an exclusive interview, Mlandu detailed how his efforts to warn different politicians to block the appointment of Sibiya were reportedly ignored. As I'm saying, Mlandu, bruh, these people knew they wanted this guy. This guy was their main man. They could be able to control him. Nina Batley, nah, you're not wanted. You'll be stubborn here. You won't do things that we are supposed to do. We're ordering you to do. He did not heed my advice. The country could have been saved by General Cele just paying attention to my writing. That is the first person. The country could have been saved if I had informed Mashaba that I was being subjected to undercover operation in the Eastern Cape. The country could have been saved when I approached Phalatse and Councillor Dagama, placing these things before them, he said. According to Mlandu, Sibiya's appointment as head of GFIS was never properly authorized by Council. I heard that Shadrack was going to be appointed at the SAPS. In actual fact, he was going to be reinstated at the time when Shadrack was going to be reinstated. I had written to Dagama, the former speaker, saying to him there was no letter which appoints Shadrack Sibiya as the head office of GFI. There is a letter which appoints Shadrack Sibiya as a unit head in 2019. As to how Shadrack Sibiya moved to be from a unit head to group head is how Shadrack Sibiya moved to be from a unit head to group head is as mysterious as it was back then. That is why we are investigating that as a seat. It doesn't exist. He was earning 1.2 million annually. Suddenly, Shadrack Sibiya earned 1.8 million. So the 3.5 million is the difference that Sibiya earned, which he was not entitled to earn, as he was never appointed by the city of Johannesburg to be head of GFSI. Yo. Imali kiwa nje julwa ngapha nangapha nje amamiliyoni just to protect criminals and to do criminal activities, to do criminal. Mlandu added that he had repeatedly presented evidence to city leadership, but it was disregarded. I brought that to the attention of Phalatse and I was called corrupt. I think she was She even issued a statement that there were officials who are so corrupt. We produced a report to say here is the evidence Pope Phalatse and Councillor Dagama said on the report. That report was dated 8 April 2022. Then I filed a proper report on 6 June to Councillor Dagama and he ignored it. Landu insisted that anyone investigated under Sibiya's watch at GFFIS may have been investigated unlawfully as we speak. Anyone who was once investigated by Shadrack Sibiya was investigated unlawfully because you need first proper delegations from the council to investigate any board, and the delegations must be approved. It's the law, he said. He maintained that the crisis now engulfing SAPS could have been avoided. The country would have been saved from this mess where we have second senior police official in our country being linked to criminal syndicate. Mlandu said, "Yeah, Mlandu machida. All these people are criminals, Brazil. As in South Africa or in Africa. The reason you rise to the top most of the time as a politician because you have skeletons. There are people you are going to owe. There are people who are paying for your campaigns. Obviously, all those people now you need to pay them back. We need to. That's why Floyd said they need to find alternative way to fund their political party. Obviously, he won't succeed. I know he won't succeed also. Maybe 10 rands from its membership, from maybe 20 rands or 100 rands, in order for these politicians not to be controlled by cartels. Because if cartels are bankrolling their campaigns and they are bankrolling their political parties, obviously they will control them. So the citizens need to look at it that way too. Anyway, let's subscribe, let us like, let us grow the page. Your boys in Tembi.